Hello, everybody. Welcome to another version of the podcast. I'm James, and that's Jamie. We're trying to keep these, like I said, short and sweet. I do apologise if you hear some of my children and my wife in the background. They are making chicken wings, so they're really excited. I think today we're going to talk about Chrome Web Store and add-ons for documents. Before we get started, I would like to say thank you to Hector for sponsoring the channel and allowing us to do the things we do. And before we get started, how are you, Jamie?
Yeah, we're all good. Busy week.
Yeah. Busy week.
Yeah.
Well, just general school week.
Just general school week. It's just non-stop. Keep going. Get to the weekend. Reset. Start again. You know how it is.
Yeah. Wait till you, if you ever have kids, they are.
I couldn't do it.
they are nothing but a relaxing, pleasant. I'm lying. So, right, let's move on. Shall I start and show some add-ons and things you can do with, say, let's go Google Docs?
Yep, sounds good to me.
Present my screen. Present screen. Share screen. And I'm going to go for window. And show that. Right. Are you seeing this, Jamie?
I can see it, yeah.
Right. What about that? That's Google Docs.
Yeah.
So one of the great things you can do within Google Docs is voice typing. This isn't particularly an add-on. This is just something that is really useful. So you click on Tools, click on Voice Typing, and just click that. Allow your microphone, and then hopefully this should start picking up things that I'm saying. Which there's been quite a few voice typing things out there, but I think this is pretty accurate and has been found to save some frustration, especially for some of the younger children that find it hard to type. There we go, it's got it. So I'll stop that. And then what I might want to do is highlight this and click on Tools, and then I can translate it. And what I can do is, do you got Afrikaans, Jamie?
Yeah, I mean, it's a language I know
well. And then that'll open up a secondary document and have it translated. What does that say, Jamie? Right, let's stop there. And then we want to talk about add-ons. So if I go off that and click on extensions, you can go to add-ons, and there are a whole load of add-ons you can get that will do certain things. So just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them that will do lots of different things, like mail merge. It's good. DocuSign. Lots of them. Word cloud. That'd be quite. Word cloud generator. That'd be quite good for schools. And magic rainbow unicorns. So yeah. But I will show you on Google Sheets exactly the same. If I click on extensions and go to add-ons and go get add-ons. And I'm going to do capitals and do change case. Install. Continue. Might ask me some permissions here. A second. I will get a code. Live television, all that. So. Okay. And that shows me that that has been installed. So I'm going to close this. And then what I might want to do, and I do quite often, is I might have pulled some data from places that the case sensitive, it might not be right, it might be capitals in some places, it might be, and I want them all uniform. So I can click on this top row here, click on extensions, go to change case, and I can choose what sort of, how I want the words to be presented. So Jamie, can you see all those, that column highlighted?
Yep, all highlighted in blue.
And can you see the add-ons and what I'm clicked on now?
Yeah, so change case and then first letter capitals.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've highlighted the row, click first letter capitals, and it should run through and change it, which I find really useful, especially when you're talking about big chunks of data. And I definitely use this because I get an export from one of the schools that export the surname in capitals and their first name in lowercase. And I'm trying to merge these together to make a nice email address.
Yeah,
definitely save some time. So I know that you want to show you're going to be showing Chrome Web Store, completely different, and this is an extension that gets added to your entire Chrome browser.
Yeah.
So yeah, take it away, Jamie.
So slightly different from add-ons. Extensions are added to your Chrome web browser, so you have access to them at any time that you're on Chrome on any website, and they can be really useful for different things. So all you have to do is when you're opened up your Chrome browser, you type in the Chrome Web Store, and you click on the first link, which will bring you to the Chrome Web Store. It says what it says on the tip. Now you can use, there's the options down here to add themes and different things to make your browser look different if you like that visual kind of change. But we're just going to have a look at the extensions today. And there's lots of cool different things that you can add to your browser. You've got Honey, which is like discount codes, Zoom, Scheduler, so if you want to start scheduling things in on your calendar. Save to Google Drive. So for example, if you are on a web page, let's have a look at this one. At the moment, this is blocked by my admin, but you would be able to normally install it. And you can install all of these different things onto your device. Now, it looks like on our Chrome Web Store, that extensions are disabled, Mr. Nia. Everything seems to be blocked by admin. So, yeah, but there's loads of cool different things. What I'll do is I'll talk through a couple of my favorites. So Project Naphtha, which is it's a bit of a weird spelling, but basically what this does is you can go onto your Chrome web browser, and any image that has text on it, you can copy the text off the image and pull it out. So if you have like a quote or something that you want to use that text, you want to insert it somewhere else, it allows you to then copy that information straight off the image rather than having to type it, so it saves you a bit of time. Other useful ones are the classics. You've got, if you want to look at Grammarly, okay, everybody knows about Grammarly. Helps you correct your typing on your browser.
I might have seen an advert about that once.
Every time you go onto YouTube, there's definitely a Grammarly advert. And then you've got lots of different other ones as well, like just your simple ones. Like one of my favorites, I've got to say, is this simple save to Google Drive. Because I often find when I'm doing research or I'm looking for ideas for my lesson plans, you have to download documents and then save them to your computer and then put them in a folder. But if you have this saved to Google Drive extension, all you have to do is in the browser, click on the extension, and then select where you want to save it in your Google Drive and click OK. And it will just save it into your Google Drive, and you can carry on looking through other web pages rather than every time you go to a web page having to exit your Google browser, go to where you want to save it on your system and do all of that sort of thing. And there's absolutely loads. I mean, the possibilities are endless. There's loads of Google Classroom extensions. I'll talk through a couple of those now. Amir has his microphone on very loud, so it's picking up every little movement he makes. So you've got Cami for Google Chrome, which allows you to write over the top of PDFs. Google Classroom Dark Mode, things like that. Audio recordings, book widgets. This one here is a personal favorite of mine. It's called Classwork Zoom. It basically allows you to look into what your children are doing on Google Classroom, when they're working on projects, how much time they've spent on a certain project, which is really cool. And yeah, there's absolutely loads of different possibilities. The options are endless. And one last one I think would be a really good one is one thing I find when I create different things is there's an extension that allows you to when you've completed a Google form, it will email the response to a chosen email of your choice, which can be really useful. Save email to PDF, and yeah, but there's loads.
So, Jamie, let me try and set this up so it goes completely smooth. So, if I wanted a translation app from Chrome Web Store, what would I do?
So, if you wanted Google Translate on your computer available to be used, all you'd have to do is in the search bar in the top corner, type in Translate. And Google Translate will obviously be the first one because they will want to plug it and they will want you to download it. Google Translate, as you can see, is already installed on my browser. So all I have to do is then go up to this little cog here where there's a little puzzle piece.
And that appears once you've installed a Chrome browser.
So if there's none installed currently on your web browser, this puzzle piece will not show up. Once you've installed an extension, the puzzle piece will appear. And then once
how do I pin that? How do I pin a Chrome extension?
So it's very, very simple. You click the pin, and then you'll see that the Google Translate will pin onto my web browser. I can also use Screencastify and pin that as well. And any web browser, you can pin which ones you want to use. So, for example, if you know that you don't use it all the time, you could just leave it in the drop-down menu. Or if you know that you're going to use it every single day, you might want to pin it. And then if I, for example, let's say I want to
BBC.
Google Docs.
Yeah, you do that way.
Now, there is the option in Google Docs to actually translate. So this probably isn't really the best example. But if I typed in hello on my Google Doc, I can use my extension. This will work anywhere. And type in, I can click on either translate this page, which will translate this whole page into, and then I can choose the appropriate language that I want. So, for example, okay, I've got a new child in my class. I know that they speak, let's say, Lithuanian, and I want to say how to say hello. And and then you'll see that everything on Google Docs will have translated into their language. So the untitled, the menu, all of the different options, even all of the different texts, features, everything will translate on the page. And then once you want to get rid of it, all you have to do is click the X and it will revert back to the original. So I find this really useful when I've got new children in my computing lessons. And I know that they don't speak much English, but it's helpful for them to then be able to use the software in a language that they will understand.
Jamie, can you go to BBC for me?
Yep.
And then just click on the home. Now, I tend to, when I'm demoing this, click on any one of the stories. So you click on Putin. Okay, fine. Right. Now, translate that page. So I tend to show this when I'm translating, especially if you've got an EAL student in there and you want them to be able to reference the material that you're using, so they can read that page. Again, was that Gujarati? Yeah. Without me being able to read that myself, I don't know how
accurate that is.
It is because because of the format. But I think it'd be enough to get to where you were trying to get to. So as we've said, I'm trying to keep these short and sweet. There are hundreds of thousands of extensions and plugins and things that can be done on Google and Google Docs. I think our next podcast we're going to be talking about Wakelet. Yep. So Wakelet's an amazing tool. I think we'll try and get a BOE Wakelet up there. We could show you how it works, and it's a brilliant resource. Are you using it now?
Yeah, I'm using it in my setting. It's really cool. It's just an easy way to collaborate and bring resources together for children to use and for staff. And yeah, it's great.
Brilliant. Right, it's an earlier version we've done today, but right. Thank you, everybody. We hope you have an amazing rest of the day, no matter what time you're watching this. Thank you very much, Jamie.
No problem.
Right. See you all.